NetSage is an open, privacy-aware network measurement, analysis, and visualization service designed to address the needs of National Science Foundation's International Research Network Connections Program links. Specifically, the NetSage project intends to answer the following questions about the IRNC links. This video shows the current state of development of the NetSage visualization interface to answer the first two questions. The first asks about the bandwidth utilization over the links. The second asks if there are any periodic patterns. The NetSage homepage shows a default dashboard that provides an overview of the current state of all the IRNC links. The dashboard begins with a map showing the state of the links and nodes, where the size of the links represent the relative bandwidth of the connections. Links are colored on a blue scale, while nodes are colored using an orange scale. Gray links and white nodes have no data for the last 3 hours. The table below the map shows more detailed information about the links and nodes. The first two columns show histograms of incoming and outgoing bandwidth for the links and nodes, as well as their maximum and average values. The histogram shows how the bandwidth use over the link or network is distributed. Note that the histograms also share the same axes to enable fair comparison. The last column of the table shows incoming and outgoing data transferred per link or node relative to the total incoming and outgoing data transmitted by all the links or nodes. Providing even more data are another set of charts that show the bandwidth of the incoming and outgoing transmissions made in the last 3 hours. Clicking on the Ask NetSage button brings to view NetSage's query interface. The NetSage portal provides users with a query interface that directly follows the questions we posed at the beginning of the video. It consists of a drop-down menu of queries from which users can quickly customize. As one example, the NetSage query, "What is the max, min, average bandwidth used between IRNC links in the past 7 days?" produces visualizations similar to the dashboard we saw earlier, except based on customized query parameters. While viewing the visualizations, hovering over the data points reveals the underlying data values. The next query addresses the question of whether there are periodic patterns in the networks. A series of heat maps are shown over the period of time selected. In this example, we are choosing to see patterns of bandwidth use. In the vertical axis, we have the hour of day. In the horizontal, we have a progression of days. The darker the color in the heat map, the greater amount of data was transmitted in that given period of time. The chart to the right also shows an aggregation of the same information over weekly periods. Hovering the mouse over a particular data point reveals more detailed information. This same visualization technique can potentially be applied to other measurements such as network loss or latency. Note that all new queries are created in new tabs to facilitate comparison of the data on large display screens or walls. Each of these queries have their own unique URL, which allows charts to be easily shared between network users and administrators who are trying to troubleshoot problems together. Finally, as the NetSage project progresses, we will address the other remaining queries, including the visualization of de-identified flow data.